Hi everybody, this is Dorothy Kilty again, and I'm one of the elves on the 5 Days of Easter 2022 collaboration that's been organized by CaraBrandonCreations and DearJulieJulie. And there are 23 other creative collaborators whose links are all going to be below this video. These are the days, and as you can see, March 25th is day 1. Let me just go ahead and get started on this, okay? I wanted to start by showing you the 2 pages that we're using from Cara Brandon and from DearJulieJulie. So I really think these are pretty pages, and they're going together really nicely. Let me start by showing you the first thing I made, and that is this. Now, if you take a look at this, you can see that I've fussy cut. I printed some of the pages on cardstock and some on paper. So these were printed on cardstock, and I'm using those for just little stick-ins to put in and stuff. I was thinking about putting a wider piece of paper, and maybe they could be journaling spots as well. I'm not sure right now what I'm going to do. And then I just made a pocket on the front of this out of Julie's pages. Inside, I've got a pocket with tuck spot and another one with Julie's. This made a nice tuck spot all by itself, and then this is a postcard. I cut it down on the side just a little bit because I wanted it to fit in better. So that's number 1. And then what I did with this is I took the sheet of paper and I've got the blue printed on the back, and so I just took 2/3 of it to make the double tag, and then I have a strip left right over here. So with the strip that was left, I just folded it up, and I made a little booklet here with some different papers in it, matchbook style. The only hold for this is, the way this is held down, is with this beautiful little egg wreath thing that I glued on the top, and I just didn't glue it all the way down. So let me go into more details on how this is made, okay? So let's start with this one. I did this one just a little bit different, and I've got part of it done, so I can show you how to do it. So let's pull these pieces out. Now, the way I cut the corners is I just cut one corner off, and then I put the fabric over on the other side so that I can use it to cut the other corner off. That way I know they're going to match, okay? On this one, the full size was like this. I decided to just fold the bottom up on this to make pockets on the inside. Okay, so that makes my tag this size. Now, I wanted to put a pocket on the front, and so the way that I do this, because I don't measure much, I'm a big eyeballer, so this is one of the DearJulie's pictures, and it's longer than I need it to be, so I decided which part of the design that I want. The way I size it is I just get this, fold down this size, and then put it about where I want it to go on this side, and then I'm going to just fold this side down, okay? And that's how I mark it. And then the same thing with the bottom here. I'm going to slide it down a little bit and fold it over to get the bottom. Then when I'm done, I'm going to cut this off, and I'm just going to cut the corner off. You can see where the 2 folds together come together here maybe. I'm just going to cut that corner off, and that gives me a little bit of a roomier pocket to put on. So now when I glue this down, whoops. Now when I glue this down, I'm just going to put This is Fabrifix glue. That's my favorite glue. Whether I'm using paper or cloth. So, and then I'm going to put it down and hold it. Now, I will often clip these to hold them in place. But for now, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so now that pocket's ready to go. Here on the inside, I'm going to be gluing down, I'm just going to glue down the two outsides here. And I have cut the inside into a V around the fold, so that gets rid of some of the thickness there, okay? And then to make the pockets a little bit more interesting, I'm going to add these chickies right here. They'll stick up above it, but I'll be gluing them down here. Now, I roughly cut around these chickies here. I did not cut them really tight. And so when I was making these, I tried to cut them much, much closer. And then just by inking the edges with a little bit of this vintage photo I've got here, that gets rid of the white glaring look. Okay? So you can do these little things, which I think is kind of fun, to stick in the pockets of the second one, or just use the cards and things. I printed some on paper and some on cardstock, which means that I have some of them are a little bit firmer. Okay, so here we go. We got a tuck down on the side, and on this one, I'm going to put these three kids. Same idea. Now, again, you can see on this side where I've already used the photo ink on it and how it's not as glaring as it is on this side. So we'll just go ahead and add some ink over on this side, and that just helps the background fade. Okay, once again, I'm going to add some glue. Okay, this is the first time ever that I have filmed myself doing things, so I hope this is right. I said before, I'm a newbie. I don't have a good camera set up, so I'm hoping this is going to work. Now, I had cut some of Julie's designs out of this cardstock, and on the back I put this same blue print backing that they had. So these are ready to go in as journaling pages or anything just like you want. If you want this to be more clearly a journaling page, you could glue some white or some striped fabric over this, and that would make it even more obviously a journaling page, okay? Now, in this front pocket, you can stick a tag like this, or you could stick some of these cute little popsicle stick things, or both, to make a cute design. Okay, now the next thing I want to talk about is this little booklet. Okay, so here's the third of the case. In this case, instead of putting the blue out with the collage sheet inside, I put the collage sheet outside and the blue on the inside. Now, you have to be very careful when you're looking at this, that when it's folded over, the design, you can see the design you want to see. In this one, I really like this cute rabbit, and so I thought that that would be a great tuck spot, just like that, okay? On this booklet, I sewed this booklet in. So now you've got the book with the different pages to journal on or collage on or do whatever you want. These pages, this was a misprint where it quit printing, but I thought it was kind of pretty. So that's one of the pages I've got here. And the other is just scrap paper, coffee dyed paper, music sheets, whatever I've got, and they're just torn. So I've got these nice rough edges and everything. Okay, this could be sewn in again, or it could be stapled in and then maybe have a little piece of lace here in front of it. That would be really cute. On this one, to put a tie, I would probably, you could do similar to what we did with this one, just put a shorter picture here that you could tuck behind it, or you could use, you know, punch a hole here, which if I'd remembered to put my crocodile over here, I'd demonstrate it, and then put some string around and tie it in place. Okay, thanks. This is Dorothy Kilty. Please see all of the other links below. Please support all the contributors to this, and we'll see you in a couple more days again, okay? March 30th, next Wednesday.